We made our first sale. So I get this notification on my email that we have made a sale. We've made an actual sale. And I'm heading out of town on Thanksgiving to go see the rest of the family. I'm delighted. I'm excited about it. Got to visit with the family, and I'm heading back. Today's Saturday now. So a couple days later, and on the drive back, I'm thinking we made a sale. And then it occurred to me, now what? And I began to panic. I have the product ready. I know how to ship it out, but I am not prepared. So on Thanksgiving Day, day after the website launched, finally with the shop ready, we made our first sale. I didn't think this far ahead, or I didn't think of the next step. The Monkey Shot X has only been handled by like 5 people ever. I mean, the basic process of a slingshot isn't that difficult, but this is something that hasn't been handled by anybody, and I haven't told anybody or explained how to do anything with it. I mean, shooting a slingshot is a simple, repetitive thing that you can do with any slingshot, and shooting a sling bow is not a rocket science difficult thing, but this actual setup framework or whatever doesn't exist yet. Well, it exists now. People don't know how to use it, or slingshots in general are a pretty simple weapon, device, sports equipment, uh, thing. You know, they attach elastic to the frame and a pouch, or on the sling bow side, the string, and you use it to shoot stuff. But in this particular setup, the way it is, I have failed to explain or show the customer how to use it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm Dan, this is Monkey Shot LLC, and we just got our first sale, so I need to show, tell, explain what you do when you get your Monkey Shot X in delivered to you. All the intricate processes of it, we're not going to go over, how it all works and why it all works, but there's parts of it, of Monkey Shot X, the slingshot, sling bow, that need some explanation, and I had not thought that far ahead to provide the explanation or the way to work it out until we got the first sale. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to show it, show the parts of it, show the hows and whys of it. It's still going to be a fairly basic introduction to Monkey Shot X, but like I said before, having only 5 people on Earth ever handled one or actually held one, it's my job to show how to use it safely and properly. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, step 1. This is the Monkey Shot X frame. It has no tubes or bands. It's going to be a tube shooter, so it doesn't have any tube, pouches, or string attached to it yet. If you look at it, this end is the sling bow end. It looks different from the slingshot end, but make sure that I'm being as thorough and complete as possible. This is the sling bow end. You'll be shooting arrows through here. This is the slingshot end. It is designed to be through the forks, so you are actually shooting through the forks, not over the forks. Alright, so for knocking an arrow or putting an arrow on the sling bow end, see that right there? Let's see if I can get my, alright, see the part that my nose is in. Oops. This is trickier than I thought. Alright. The arrow does not go in underneath. It does not go in here. It goes on there. So you got these support frames here. Should rest evenly on the top part. When you're putting an arrow into it, these arrows, I only have 3 fletching arrows, so there's only 3. If they were actual feathers, they'd be called feathers, but these are called fletching because they're rubber, plastic, something. And they're generally, one is an off color, and the other 2 are matching colors. So there should always be one off colored feather or fletch on your arrows. The off colored one will always go down. So it will, how do I show that? It'll always look like that. If you shoot it reverse way, because it's the only way it's going to knock, it will hit the frame part. So it'll always be one fletch down, and it rides right in between it. Never pull it back past the tip. If you pull it past the tip, it'll fall into this hole area or go into your hand. You can only pull it back like a bow to the tip of the arrow. Always on top, only back to the tip like in archery. Use common sense and don't shoot yourself or get it into your hand, get it off key, get it stuck in the frame. The rides on metal posts, so it'll always catch on the top. Slingshot, a lot simpler. There's really no safety precautions in there. If you're shooting a slingshot, there's always a risk of hitting, let's show it this way, hitting your hand while you're holding it like that. The best method of not hitting yourself when you're shooting it is to know how to properly shoot a slingshot. Fork hits happen. You may hit your hand. Always, if you're starting out, begin with the rubber ammo or the clay ammo. Clay ammo does hurt, but don't just start off like with the steel ammo and wind up really hurting yourself. These were designed for experienced slingshot shooters, but the first order we got happens to be from somebody who I am able to contact. So I contacted him to ask him how much about slingshots and sling bows he knows, and he said very little, but he is excited to learn about it and learn how to use it. And that honestly didn't occur to me to that people who aren't experienced with slingshots or sling bows would be interested in it. It was more designed for somebody who is familiar with the whole process. So I didn't think to put a lot of time and thought into the for sure how-tos and safety things. All right, so this is just the bare frame. When you order in this initial phase, Monkey Shot, www.monkeyshotllc.com, it will come ready to shoot without any ammo, but it'll have the tubes it needs and the string part for the sling bow. It'll come with the tubes you need and the pouch for the slingshot. You need to know how long your draw is from pointing it out as far as your hand extends. Let me put my head in there. To back where your drawing point is. There's a distance between the forks and where you're holding it is your draw length. There's videos all over YouTube that explain it, but the tubes that it's going to come with are purposely longer than what I would normally shoot myself because I don't know the customer's draw length. So always provided longer, and you can trim them, than too short and you can't get a full draw on it because you don't have any space. So I will show also how that when you get the thing ready to shoot, it's going to seem rather weak. And I'll show you how and why it's attached to where it's attached and how it can be adjusted for either your draw length or the power strength that you want in it. The latex used for this case, they're going to be tubes, large tubes on the sling bow, smaller tubes looped over for the slingshot. They have a certain elasticity that can be measured to find the optimum stretch for them. You don't necessarily need to know that going in, but you do need to know that the further you're pushing it, the faster the tubes, bands, whatever the elastic you're using will wear out. I'll show you the points of most likely failure in the tube attachment thing, tube attachment to the strings or to the pouch, and parts that you need to check each time before you start shooting it to make sure that those haven't worn out. Shooting slingshots and sling bows is it's like having cars that need tires, or having a car. The tires will wear out before the car. So with the slingshot, sling bow, the thing that's supposed to be the permanent part is the frame. This part is usually the one-time thing you need, but you're going to need, you'll go through the latex, the tubes, the bands, you go through pouches. Those are the disposable parts of using a slingshot and sling bow. It's normal for, well, yeah, it's normal. You have no choice. The bands will wear out. The tubes will wear out. The pouch will wear out. The string attachment to the sling bow part will wear out. Those are parts that take the wear. The frame is the part that is the constant. This is the frame of your, in this example, the car. This is your frame, your solid body of the car. You're going to need, the parts that get wore out and replaced. That is normal. That's part of it. I think currently right now we don't have individual band sets on the website because I just thought of it right now as I'm making this video. So later on, since the slingshot part takes your standard small tubes, those are available all over the internet. It takes a regular pouch, those are available all over the internet. Sling bow for Monkey Shot X does have a special specific attachment to make it a sling bow that maybe we'll eventually offer, or any questions, just message me on Facebook. But Facebook is a great way to reach me. The website is a great way to reach me. Comments, concerns, questions are always welcome. This is the early stage. This is our first sale. What we're looking for right now is to get this unique product into the hands of people to use, to find out what works, what doesn't, how we can improve it, and not for the sake of selling you an additional or a new version every year, like the probably shouldn't mention a company by name, like a cell phone company that produces a new model every, or even a car company that produces a new model every year. It's not the intent. We're not going to try to make Monkey Shot X 2025, Monkey Shot X 2026. It's to get it to the optimum place, and to know that this is the first product of the first or of the startup company Monkey Shot LLC. I've tested it. It's solid, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know, just because this works for me and I really, like all the way it handles and works, doesn't mean that you will. So any feedback's welcome. All feedback's welcome. Especially I want to know about, because I want to know how to improve it. But not for the sake of getting sales, but to make it the best slingshot, sling bow combo in the world. Right now, it is literally just me and one other person. The other person is doing the website portion of it, but it is just me. So I designed this, I created this, I tested this, and if you want to purchase Monkey Shot X, you'll be dealing directly with me. I can say 100% that I am the foremost expert on Monkey Shot X, because I am the only person that has shot it more than once. Throughout the testing process, I have literally, I think I mentioned in a different video, shot this specific arrow that's all beat up and chewed up 8,500 times through various iterations and forms of this. Each iteration test form was shot at least 1,500 times. The tubes and the pouches and the bands and the string and stuff didn't last the 1,500 times. I think the longest set that I had was probably close to like 800 shots before it needed to be replaced. But that is the part that will wear out. It's just one guaranteed. The elastic, the tying parts, the bands, and the string for the sling bow will wear out. Alright. Well, now I'm going to go put some tubes on this guide, and then I'll explain the what's, whys, and hows as I'm getting ready to send this off to the first customer. Included in the order of Monkey Shot X, when you get it, they'll be inside the actual tubes, but I wanted to show what they are. It uses resistance, so the tubes go through the frame, and then you need something to block it on the other end. So the part that blocks it on the other end are other balls, but these are solid. Just solid balls that produces the resistance, pushes out the walls of the tubes, and keeps it kind of locked in there. Turns out you don't know what you don't know, and Monkey Shot LLC being a startup company, we're learning as we're going, and that's what we're doing now. Alright, so here's where the magic's happening. Okay, so we got the bands. It's got the string part on it, just the tubes attached to it. These go into here. So it look more like this. They go all the way through here, but when you get it and you need to adjust it, that end you can leave alone. It's the end up here that you'll be able to adjust. Alright, so here's the one end. It's all the way through. It gets a stopper in there. It goes inside the tube, and it gets tied off. So when you get it, it's going to be at this length. If you wanted to make it shorter, you would just keep squishing the ball inside the tube, and you can make it shorter, which makes the tension or the poundage either greater or the draw strength shorter, depending on how you want to adjust it. That's going to come pretty much at that length, which gives you like 6¼ inch active band length, and it stretches about close to 5 inches per inch. So that would be able to, you can pull it back 30 inches before you hit maximum. The arrows I use are 28, so it could be adjusted, or you could leave it as is for easier draw. And bam! Sling bow portion ready. Now onto the slingshot. Okay, the slingshot part's even easier to adjust. It's a loop tube system, so you loop them through the back, pull them through. The pouch is going to attach to this end. And when it comes to you, if it's too long, you just unattach the pouch, trim this end, reattach the pouch. Like I said, the pouch attachment stuff and tying them on and all that stuff is on the internet. That's how I learned how to do it. I'm still in the process of learning, so I'm not comfortable with making my own how to tie on a pouch video or instructional thing. The internet is a great place to show you how to do it. The only thing I can think of is that you want, when you're initially putting on the pouch, is you want to lace them from the inside out, so that when you're attaching them, you're folding them on the outside and not the inside. But I'll show that after I get it all attached. Alright, we got the first order all banded, tubed up, ready to go, ready to be sent out. Last few things: monkey shot, slingshots, and sling bows are not toys. Know what's behind what you're shooting at, and don't shoot at anything you're not willing to destroy or kill. Follow the laws in your local area. Use your brain, don't be a donkey. Any questions or comments, you can always contact us at Facebook, Monkey Shot LLC, or at the website, monkeyshottllc.com. With each order, we'll also have my phone number, so that you can call me directly, but I'm also the one that checks Facebook page and the website, because I currently am Monkey Shot LLC. If you're interested in one for yourself, right now they are $40. It's an introductory offer, looking to get them into hands of people who are going to shoot them and use them, that will give me some feedback on how we can improve them. They will come ready to shoot. Oops. Tubes on the ends, pouch, string. They'll not come with ammo. I will not send you out ammo. Ammo is available on several websites on the internet. Also, being new to the business of slingshots, I understand how slingshots and sling bows work. I shoot them myself. I am not an expert at the tying of the pouches and all the other stuff. There are great videos on the internet that can show you how to do that. You can ask me questions, but I will not know all the answers to all your slingshot or sling bow questions at this time, in this early stage of Monkey Shot LLC. Be safe, be smart. Follow us on Facebook. Go to the website, check it out. If you want to know about what's going on in the future, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the other stuff. For sale.